Hello guys, my name is Allie. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. I do all things cleaning, mom life, motivation, stuff kind of like that. We are in my daughter's room and we are going to be I take that back. We're not going to be completely making it over. We're going to be doing like a little refresh. So I wanted to kind of talk to you about what we're going to do real quick. We're going to paint this wall. And then the wall right there, I'm going to take out some furniture, 2 pieces. I'm going to paint the desk to match this. We're going to do some rearranging and then some decor rearranging. It's still going to be Western theme. She absolutely loves the Western style and hunting and, you know, horses and stuff. So we're going to keep that. She definitely wants to keep the shelf with the pictures. We're going to keep that. I'm probably going to keep the dream catcher right there. And then the letters, I'm going to do something with the letters. I'm going to keep those. We love those. And then what else? I think that's it. We'll play by ear. I know everything changes, but first thing I need to do is empty out everything that I possibly can in here. This bedroom is probably like a 10 by 8 room if I had to guess. I'm not sure like the exact size, but it is a small room. So that's kind of why we painted it white. But honestly, like the white is so bad. But this is an extreme budget makeover. The reason I'm painting the wall is because I already have the paint. Now, I priced paint on what I actually wanted to do in here. I wanted to do like a burnt orange and then like a peachy orange kind of. But I priced it and it was going to be like over $50 and I just don't want to spend that right now. At least it down the road it might happen and we might do that. But right now, in this time, I don't want to spend that. The only thing I purchased for this whole room project was the blue paint for the desk. That's it. So, which hopefully I'll have enough of that. And everything else I'm going to reuse. I'm going to make a jewelry area over here with her mirror. I'm going to revamp her mirror. I'm going to add some palette wood to that. And then I think that's it. So let's get started in this video. I'm going to be just cleaning it and emptying everything out. And then we're going to paint. Once the painting's done, we'll decorate and then we'll do or maybe we'll declutter and then we'll decorate. Oh, I don't know. Let's get started. So I am taking everything out of the room that I can. This chair I am donating. It is not coming back in the room, but everything I can take out, I am taking out. The white jewelry box thing, I am getting rid of that as well. The nightstand is going to come back. Okay, so basically what I'm doing is I am just prepping the room to paint. I'm going to be painting this wall that's on the window, and then this wall that you see right all the way to the right in the corner there. It's like where her closet is. And there's like a good amount of space there. Usually there's always some type of furniture there, but this time we're switching it up again. I really want to put a mirror there. Her mirror now is currently behind the door, and I feel like in my room, I really love my mirror. It's on the way out. It's like on that little wall where my closet is, and I absolutely love it. And it is done. I redid it with a Walmart mirror and palette board. So I think I'm going to do the same thing for her room. So stay tuned if you want to see that. So I got my paint, my roller, and my brush and stuff. Of course, I woke up this morning not feeling good yet again. I have a sore throat, and like my eyes are super itchy, and just like a head pressure. So but this won't take me long to do. I'm just gonna do this wall and then the little wall over there. So what I like to do is roll first, and then I'll cut in after. It just saves a lot of time, in my opinion. So why aren't you rolling? Okay, so I am using Iron Ore by Sherwin-Williams. If you're interested in the paint, it is like a very moody color, and I absolutely love. You guys have to stay and see the end of how this turned out, because this is so. I don't know how I pulled this off, honestly, but I do not tape. I just get super close to the edge and go very slow. And I typically do 2 coats of this, but I am like the worst taper ever. So I just learned to paint better and like kind of like stay in the line type of painting versus taping and then it honestly takes more time to tape, and then I always had bleed through because I wasn't good. So, okay, I got the first coat done. I like to do thin coats and multiple coats if I have to. I know some people aren't like that, but that's what I like to do. And if you're wondering where the shiplap went, it's because this is Sharpie shiplap. And now, if it was real shiplap, then I could just repaint it all white, because I have white paint, but I don't want to have to repaint it all white and then do the shiplap again. So that might be a possibility in the future, but we got this painted and this painted. Now, I want to talk about cost. So I had to buy the blue chalk paint to paint the desk, and everything else I already had. So if you're somebody like me that does multiple projects, then buy more than one of something. So like, for instance, the paint roller heads, I always get a 3-pack. That way I have extras at home. I always reuse my paint brushes and I clean them out right away so they last. And then same with the hardware. So like the mirror, when I get to the mirror part of it, I save all the hardware. So like when I had an old mirror, I actually took the hardware off of it to like reuse for the new mirror type of thing. And same with like hanging hardware, like, you know, you can take it off of picture frames and stuff from Hobby Lobby. It comes with like the hooks, like the claw hooks, and you can like screw it in. I save all of that stuff because you never know when you're gonna need it. And same with like extra handles and hardware and whatnot. So this is the blue paint that I had to buy, and I spent $7 on it. Let me just insert a picture for you so I can show you what it is. Okay, it is the Waverly Chalk Paint in Peacock, and I get this at Walmart, and I had to get the 2-ounce bottles because they didn't have the 5-ounce one, and I was not, or the 8-ounce, and I was not going to another Walmart, so it ended up being probably like $2 more than what it should have been. But how stunning is this blue? This is one of my favorite colors of all time. Okay, so I'm in like the midst of painting. I hope I'm gonna have enough paint. One of my paints, I had to get 5 little paints instead of the big paints, and one of them was not the same shade because all of the dark blue like settled at the bottom. But anyways, I'm gonna spray paint this black, and we're gonna hang necklaces on it. So I'll just bring you with me. You don't want my love, you just want me crying. Okay, so the black spray paint I did already have on hand. Again, that's like something we always keep. My husband uses black spray paint a lot, and so do I, just for random things, I guess, like this. Filming phone died, so I don't know how much I'll be able to film on this, my regular phone. But I'm going to take this mirror, it's like one of the cheapy mirrors from Walmart, and I'm going to add some palette wood around it. But don't worry, we're going to make that palette wood look pretty. This is what I did with my mirror, so... Okay, so I laid all the boards out and then measured the ones I had to cut, and I'm not like a tutorialist, so I didn't do that because I can't explain how to do it. But I did want to show you, like, the one on the left hasn't been sanded yet and the one on the right has, even though the lighting is so bad. I'm so sorry. Again, this is like the first real DIY project that I've ever filmed, so, you know, I'm not a professional, and I'm not like really good at the saw. I can do it, but filming, it just made me feel like I was under pressure, so I didn't want to film. And like, you know, if you're not comfortable with a saw, then you gotta be on your game. But I did just kind of eyeball everything and measure it out, and then here I am laying it out. And then I do actually silicone it to like the wood to the mirror. Here I'm using liquid nails, but then I ended up using silicone as well, just like another piece of mind to keep it together. You could always add brackets to the back to hold it together better, but this worked just fine. Okay, so I'm gonna hang this rug on the wall, and I'm gonna hang it on the wall before I move the rest of the furniture back. So. You don't want my heart. Okay, I know this video is like super everywhere, but I wanted to get this hung before I moved the cube thing back. That way I didn't have to move it again to, you know, hang this up. But this, I feel like, is a very big staple point in this room that really changes it. I mean, I know the wall does too, but like just simple things that you already have, if you utilize them in a different way, it is a game changer. So I do declutter a little bit out of this room. I ended up getting a whole bag of stuff to donate, which I know it doesn't look like. Yeah, I really did not want to do this part. I just get so overwhelmed with some things, so I did not want to do this, but I ended up doing it, and I made a list of things that I need to restock. So like her bobby pins, her hair clips, her ponytails. She needs more like leave-in conditioner spray, stuff like that. I want to make sure I restock before school starts. Y'all, she's had this plate of beads in her room for like months now, and I looked and I'm like, oh my gosh, they're all like in their individually little space. Yep, I just put that whole plate in this drawer. I was not organizing that and separating them into each little individual bead. I'll throw them away before I do that, but I wasn't going to. I just put the plate in the drawer and we won't see it again. Now onto these letters. I always have a method, okay? You like start with the two ends and then you kind of just eyeball it, and typically this works, and I use the command hook, the command Velcro, okay, words Allie, the Velcro command hooks, and then I almost spell her name wrong, so that I think that's what threw me off, because I'm like, wait, I am spelling her name wrong. And then I ended up, it's not even, and I was not ripping the command hook off this freshly painted wall. It was 24 hours later, but I knew it would rip the paint up, so I'm like, you know what, this is how it's gonna be. You know, nobody needs to be too OCD. It'll be fine, okay? It's not the end of the world. It'll work, right? It's not too bad, I don't think. Now watching this back, I think it's gonna bother me. Nah, it'll be okay. Y'all just listen to your husbands when he tells you to measure things, but I don't listen to mine, so. Okay, you guys, I made this frame with old chicken wire I had, and I didn't even press record. So, like, the whole time I'm making it, it wasn't recording, but anyways, I just took an old frame that I had in my decor stash, old chicken wire that I've had for, I don't even know why I don't got chickens, but I had some chicken wire. So I cut it with some side cuts and hot glued it on there. And now we have an earring holder. This is what my earrings are on, and then I have a necklace holder like this too. The amount of necklaces that I have found, you guys, that are tangled up really just makes me question my motherhood. Like, why aren't we taking care of this stuff? I don't get it. But I did find some that weren't tangled, and this is what she's getting, and that's all she's getting. And same with earrings. Like, she probably had a good 20 pairs of earrings, and I found maybe 10 that weren't either broke or missing. So we're not getting none of this stuff for a while until we can learn to take care of it. And I hope that this system works better, because this is what works for me. I like to see my jewelry, because if it's in a jewelry box, I'm not going to look at it or use it, and then it's going to get tangled and a mess. So of course, my video wasn't recording, but a little hack is to take a piece of painter's tape and poke holes where you need the holes to go, and then put the tape on the wall. Should I put it there? Okay, so this is the same shelf that we had by her closet door on that wall there that I painted, and it had the same decor on it. I just added a different plant just to kind of, I don't know, this area I feel like needed something, and I really liked how I decorated it next to the cowhide. And then I add like a cute chair. This chair was actually my mom's chair, and I don't think I've ever talked about it on my channel, but my mom did pass away 3 weeks before my youngest son was born. So I was 37 weeks pregnant. I was 23 at the time, and it's been 6.5 years. It's still so hard, especially for my daughter, because she knew her the most and spent the most time with her. So she loves any little bit of my mom she can have. We also lost my husband's mom in 2020 due to cancer. So this was from her house too. A lot of my Western decor actually came from her, and it's like inspired by her. She's the one that got me on to Western. So Elena likes anything that was hers as well. And look at her little John Deere boot. Oh, that was hers when she was a baby. And then this is the plant that I added. I didn't like it with this pot, but I don't like the pot it's in, but it'll work. But yeah, we did lose both of our moms at such a young age, which is, you know, unfortunate, and we miss them so much. We do have great neighbors that have kind of like taken us under their wing, and then now my dad has, you know, been seeing somebody else, and I consider her to be my stepmom, and my kids, like, that's their grandma. They absolutely love her, and we love her. Such an important person in my life now. So we love you, Granny. I know you're watching. It's crazy to think that they have been together for 5 years now. She does live about an hour and a half from me, so we typically go stay down there. We are actually going to plan a trip either this week or next week to go down there right before summer ends. Okay, but this shelf, we are just wiping it down. I'm keeping the decor. I did change one little thing, which you'll see, I think, in the reveal. But she had another pair of real cowgirl boots, and they are like a size 2, so they are like baby. So another way to switch up a space is just to change out the bedding, and these are sheets that she has had for years and years and years. They have little arrows on it. And then I am going to let her use this blanket. This was given to me from a very good friend of mine when I had my oral surgery. I absolutely love this blanket. It's so big and so thick. And I'm like, we'll let her use it for a little bit. Because honestly, my kids just fight over this blanket because it's so soft. But so we're just switching out the little throw pillows and whatnot. And of course, my kids are always like up my butt. But then we are putting her nightstand right here, and I am going to contact paper it. I don't know why I did this to her furniture, just to kind of save the wood, because she would get nail polish and stuff on it. So this is from Walmart, I believe, but again, I've had the whole roll forever now. I don't even know if they still have this style, but I'm just resurfacing it, I guess you would say, and that's it. I add all her stuff that she already had on her nightstand. She has her little wax warmer, which is Pioneer Woman from Walmart, and then her alarm clock. And then I got the best idea to put her books up here on her desk. I love the color that it gives, especially against the black. Then I'm going to add some bins to the top here just so she can throw stuff in. They'll be empty for now, but I'm sure she will find stuff to put in them. And then I'm going to do a really good dusting on this. It's been a minute since I've dusted this, but I'm going to be honest, like taking all those books off to dust really is annoying. So I really like the bins just for that convenience of pulling the bin out and dusting really quick. This stuff really didn't need to be decluttered. I go through their rooms at least once a month. Like, we're always getting rid of stuff. When I first started decluttering items, it was like 2020. We were stuck home all the time. KonMari method just came out. So now I do like little by little when it comes to decluttering. So I wish I could have huge decluttering motivation for you guys, but I can definitely give you motivation just to do little by little, and it won't get you so overwhelmed and all of that. Now I'm blabbering. Okay, here is a quick before, again, just to kind of refresh your memory on how the room was. And I just realized I didn't film hanging the mirror. But sometimes when you're in like the midst of a project, it's really hard to get every single thing that you do. Let me know what you guys think of this makeover. Honestly, if you need help with any makeover, please message me on Instagram and I can help you do anything, any type of decor style. I love doing this. But I also want to know how you think of the new layout. I think the new layout just functions so much better. And with this desk, it needs to be like this. Look at how beautiful this has turned out. Like, who knew painting a wall in the dresser would add so much? Like, this is such my daughter. This is such the vibe of our house. Like, it kind of flows off the kitchen a little bit, you know, like with the same color. Here is her little jewelry center plus this mirror. How stunning. How stunning. And it is made out of pallet wood. And then here is just the rest of the overview, the bedding. This is the little arrows. I found those at Goodwill years ago. We kept the dream catcher there, and then this shelf stayed the same. And look at the boots. Look at the freaking boots, you guys. This is such like a serotonin boost for me. I am so happy I got to share this video with you guys. I wish I had the confidence to share like each room of my house, but I didn't have the confidence to film. I didn't know how to film. I'm not tech savvy at all. But I absolutely love how the books turned out and the letters, even though they're kind of not even. Also, a lot of these books I gotten from library sales or they have been gifted for Christmas and whatnot. And then adding this rug to the wall honestly was so much better than I even envisioned, and it helped cover up some of the wall that had a lot of the holes in it. And then this is how that little shelf turned out. And then that's that little chair I was telling you guys about. That was my mom's, but we are at the end of the video. So thank you guys so much for tuning in to this room makeover. Please leave me a comment and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.